Now we are discussing about agricultural options. In that today we are discussing about weedicide manufacturing. What are the ingredients of weedicides? The weedicide composition is a ternary weedicide composition consisting of nicosul furan, atrazine and bromoxynyl octanate, which serve as active ingredients, wherein the weight ratio of the nicosulfuran, the atrazine and the bromoxynyl octanoate is 1 is to 10 is to 5, 5 to 550 is to 1 is to 30. 1 to 30, not 1 is to 30, 1 to 30. Once again, I will say that the atrazine and the bromoxynyl and octanoate is 1 is to 10 is to 5 to 50 is to 1 to 30. This is the information. And next point is which chemical is used for weedicides. Herbicides, also known as weed killers, are substances used to control unwanted plants. More widely used herbicides include 2 to 4 dichlorofenoxy acetic acid, 2, 4, 5 of T, and 2, 4, 5 trichlorophenoxyacetic acid, and atrazine, glyphosate and paraquat. This is the information. And next point is how do we prepare weedicide? The recipe: pour 1 gallon of how to prepare weedicides. Pour 1 gallon of white vinegar into a bucket. 5% household white vinegar is fine, and 1 cup of table salt. Stir 1 tablespoon of liquid dishwashing soap and blend all thoroughly, and then funnel the weed killer into a plastic spray bottle, then vinegar, salt, soap. And next point is what is the process of manufacturing pesticide. The production process of the insecticide comprises the steps of selecting raw materials, mixing and dissolving, preparing an emulsifying, removing smell, and shearing. What are the 2 common weedicides? Ethyl ester, neem extract, glyphosate, etc. are 2 commonly used weedicides. And the next point is what are organic weedicides? Organic weed herbicides are made from chemical that naturally occur in nature. Both types of herbicides have their advantages and disadvantages. Organic herbicides break down quickly and are low in toxins. They are also very popular due to their environmental and health benefits to both the plant and the soil. And next point is what is the best natural weedicides? Vinegar is also effective in killing weeds. Acetic acid is the active ingredient in vinegar that kills the weeds. Vinegar with 5 to 20 acetic acid would be effective against weeds. And next point is what is famous weedicide. 2 popularly used weedicides are 2 to 4 D-ethanol ester, neem extract, glyphosate, etc. 2, 4, 5 trichlorophenoxyacetic acid, and a synthetic oxine is a chlorophenoxyacetic acid. Herbicide used to defoliate broad-leafed flowers. And next point is what are the raw materials used in pesticide industry? The raw materials used in making carbofuran are methyl isocyanate, methyl chloride, catechol, and O-nitrochlorobenzene for mancojab, manab, and gineb. Ethylene diamine and carbon disulfide are the raw materials, and processes for all of the All of these, all of these, or all of these intermediates are evaluated. And next point is, what are the three types of chemical pesticides? Insecticides, herbicides, fungicides, and rodenticides are some of the more well-known pesticides. What is the difference between weedicide and herbicide? Herbicides, it is generally used to control or kill unwanted plants. And the second is they are used in railways, industrial areas, farms and wastelands. Weedicides, it is used to kill unwanted weeds from the fields. They are diluted with water and are used only in fields. And next point is, why do farmers use weedicides? In agriculture, herbicides are useful because they can control weeds in almost any stage of growth, providing flexibility to the crop growers. Every crop is impacted by different kinds of weeds, and the herbicides that need to be used will be different. And why are weedicides used? Weedicides are chemicals that are sprayed on fields to kill weeds. Weeds are unwanted plants that grow between the rows of crops. And next point is, what is the safest weedicide? Glyphosate is among the safest herbicides in use today. It inhibits an enzyme in plants. It decomposes rapidly in soil, and if consumed, it largely passes through the body. Next point is, which is the best time for weedicide? The best time of year to use weed killer is spring followed by fall. Spring is an effective time for catching weeds in their pre-growth season in order to prevent them from sprouting. Fall is similarly effective because ahead of the ahead of the winter, this is when weeds are most vulnerable. And next point is, what is best tree root killer? Potassium nitrate, also called saltpeter. Potassium nitrate not only kills the stump, but it also one of the best ingredients for helping it to decompose quickly. Potassium nitrate. It is found in products for killing green stumps or decaying seasoned stumps. Next point is, what kills tree roots? Drill holes into the roots. Drill holes in the roots and on top of the stump. This will help the scalding water reach as much of the root system as possible and kill the roots with heat. Once all roots are exposed, pour boiling water over them. The heat from the water will shock the root system, severely damaging it and killing it, because heavyweight plants will be there, trees will be there. For that, root killing process is this. And the next point is, what is in glyphosate? Formulations of glyphosate include an acid, monoammonium salt, diammonium salt, isopropylamine salt, potassium salt, sodium salt, and trimethyl sulfonium or trimesium salt. And next point is, what are three examples of organic pesticides? Organic pesticides usually come from natural sources and are minimally processed. These natural sources are usually plants such as neem, pyrethrum, rotenone, rhyania, or minerals such as boric acid, cryolite, or diatomaceous earth. There are also microbial pesticides. And next point is, what is weedicide disadvantages? Disadvantages of weedicides: it can lead to acidification of soil or make it alkaline. They can destroy the microorganisms in the soil, leading to reduction in fertility of the soil. Weedicides can be severe skin or eye irritants. It can cause rashes and skin eye allergies. Which weedicide is used by farmers? The weedicide used commonly by the farmers is 2 to 4 dichlorofenoxacetic acid, commonly known as 2,4-D. Sowing refers to the process of planting seeds in the prepared soil. Next point is, how do you mix weedicides? Dilute herbicide in water and agitate before adding to the fertilizer solution if possible, and the water and herbicide to the tank first and then add the liquid fertilizer. Maintain continuous vigorous agitation throughout mixing and application without interruption. And next point is, what are weedicides harmful? Their usage should be greatly monitored and limited, as they are not only poisonous to the plants but also to the farmers. Spraying these chemicals, overuse of weedicides might cause these chemicals to enter the food chain and adversely affect many organisms. This is the information regarding weedicide manufacturing. These will be useful to the weedicide manufacturers to get good production, and it is good for commercial crops also. Wishing you all the best.